You ain't heard nothing yet.
All right. This is our first Patreon Talking Dicks. I'm Al Romas in Tampa, Al Ducharme, Studio City. And we have a special guest with us today. Also from Tampa. I think Tampa. Is it considered Tampa? She's a comedian. You know her, you love her. You've seen her on HSN. I think she just celebrated 12 years. Let's welcome in right now, Helen Keaney.
Helen. Oh, if you knew Helen like I knew Helen. Whoa.
I don't see her.
I don't see Helen. I think she left.
I want to hear the Chewbacca noise.
Oh, there we go.
Good.
Thank you. Anything to shut him up. All right.
Welcome back, Helen.
Was I correct on that? 12 years on
yeah,
HSN?
Tuesday. It was 12 years I've worked at HSN, and I've been a stand-up comic for 30-something years, and I've been funny for 2 of those, so it's been...
That's not bad.
That beats me by a year.
That's not bad. At 2 years out of 30, it's not bad.
No.
Not bad.
No,
Not
it's,
bad.
you know, I mean
that's
if you can remember the nights you were funny, that's not good.
yeah, but
Yeah.
24 months of continuous funny. I mean, that's...
It wasn't continuous. It was very
It
spotty.
was spread out over 30 years.
Right.
We were just talking off air, Helen. Have you had a land gig since COVID hit? Have you performed stand-up comedy?
So I did a virtual show for McCurdy's Comedy Theater in Sarasota, which is one of my favorite all-time clubs. I've been working there for a few decades, but Les McCurdy, the owner, did a virtual show where you can go on the McCurdy's website and watch it for a small nominal fee. And it was pretty weird. It was a completely empty room. Les was in the back of the house with a little Casio where he had programmed different laughs. And when you did a joke, he pushed a button.
Oh, no.
With a pre-recorded laugh. It was, I mean, it got to the point where during the show, I was like, can't you push a different button? I feel like I deserve more of a laugh than that.
Yeah. How much time did you do?
I give him an A for effort.
Well, I was supposed to do 12, and I did 17 and a half minutes because I was just so excited to be talking. So
Right.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah, man, that's weird though. Like you just because you do a lot of crowd work and you just
Well,
looking around at empty chairs and.
Oh yeah, well, I launched this thing that I do called group therapy, where I go up and I do a whole hour just off the crowd, and I was really like gearing up and working on that, and now it was like, okay, all material.
Yeah.
So it's
No
actually
group.
not what I like to do. I like to do the improv so much more.
Right. I know, me too. When I did the Visani's gig, I there was so many empty seats around the stage where I would have normally been fucking with those people, and instead I got to do my stupid jokes, and
I know.
yeah, it was awful. It was awful.
It's so funny. We've been doing it so long. We look forward to that organic moment, you know, because we know our acts, we know our jokes. We want to go off script a little bit. And
I know your act.
Wait, did you try that new joke, Billions with a B, yet?
No, because I'm a coward.
What?
No, actually, you know what? Wednesday, the very first night of Visani's, I did because I was so eager and I was like, I got a new joke,
Right.
and I did, and it went pretty good.
Yeah, it's funny.
And then Thursday, the crowd was a little tougher, and I just thought I got to stick with the old tried and true, and then I did that the rest of the week, and then I did Snappers, one show Friday, one show Saturday. But that was tough because that room it's a small room, social distance. So it was another nothing new and untried. I just hammered away. So the answer is really no, except for one night.
Okay.
Does Al realize that we weren't even recording
You can try
him?
it now. I'll laugh. Like, I want to hear it.
You want to hear it? You wrote the joke. You wrote the joke.
Can I hear the other joke from last episode? That I stomped on it. So we're starting fresh. Let's hear that one.
Well, it's not a finished joke. It was I wanted to, I was saying here, basically the premise is I was down at the beach, down at St. Pete Beach. And I'm always amazed at how people are comfortable on the beach, a pool, the beach. They're very comfortable. They lay out. They just lay out. No shame. Show you your body. But if you saw that same person in a hotel room with their door open and I look in, they're going to scream and call the police, but somehow fucking sand makes everything okay. That's the premise.
I love that you remembered how we met.
There you go. See? There we go. Where was that from you, Al?
I wanted to really hear the joke because we tried that on the regular Talking Dicks podcast, not the Patreon, but the regular, and I stomped on it. He said, I'm trying to hammer out this joke, so I tried to enhance it. And then he just came at me and said, what are you doing? You ruined the joke. I was in the middle of the joke. And I'm like, you said you were working on it. I thought it was like a lab. We were going to...
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. He makes up the rules.
I was doing like an act out. He was doing like, I'm the girl. And you saw me. And I'm like, no, that's not how we go. Come on, man.
But this is
a
visual podcast. It's a visual podcast.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the joke is not much of a joke. It's more of a premise that I would like to try it. But he can't try anything. So that's it. I thought I would try it here. And then I'll, shit all over it.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Anyway,
I'm taking the
You
joke.
guys are like a married couple now. Like I think early on,
we keep hearing
you guys
that.
were still
We keep hearing
acting like, now you're like bickering like a married couple.
Yeah, it's been 5 months of twice a week. You know what I mean? So,
By the way,
yeah.
are you in a closet with a whole bunch of swag? And I feel as if I have donated my time for this many adventures.
Did you?
I was in several episodes. I've done this kind of thing with you
Oh,
guys.
you're getting,
Will you send her a
some swag,
package?
Alan.
Will you
I
send
have
the woman a
never
package?
even seen a mug. Now, it's not like I don't have any mugs for my storied career.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
That's a vintage.
That is. Wow. Well,
nice.
That's for my
Romas,
short attention.
I want you to
days.
get. I just sent Al.
Very nice.
I sent Al a bunch of packaging stuff or postal packaging from Amazon because it's very reasonable, and you walk in, you drop it off, and you run away. He went in. He went to the post office last week with a bunch of loose stuff, and he tried to weigh it, price it, wrap it, package it.
Oh no!
And it was a nightmare, and it ended up costing us more for that trip to the post office than it did for the actual. We're in the red. We're in the red.
Well, I'm a dude. I don't know how to do shit. I'm not supposed to be I'm not a domestic guy. I'm supposed to be working somewhere.
It's a pandemic.
I don't know
You're
how to
supposed
go
to be able to change.
I go to the post. So I brought these mugs to the post office, and I sent one to Vegas and one to Boston and one somewhere Philly, and it was like $48 in shipping. I'm like, what the fuck? These mugs are $15. Come on. So I got crushed. So,
But
Alfred sent me some packing material.
But young Helen, because
Yes.
of you participated in a couple of our episodes and a couple of our podcasts, you will be receiving complimentary items from this swag closet. Look at that.
Look at that
That's
Cork on the
coaster with cork on the back.
No sliding.
High quality merch.
no sliding.
back. I'm excited.
All right.
All right. Maybe I'll see if I can get it on HSN.
Oh, that would be tremendous.
That would be.
That would be tremendous. Can you plug this interview on HSN?
You just
Can
put your
say
finger
that
over.
you're on-
Put your finger over the dicks.
Can you say I'm on a Patreon interview with two comedians? Man, probably not.
Probably not.
I can put
No.
it on my Facebook page.
Oh,
So
okay.
now, Helen,
Share it on
let me ask.
Yes.
What the heck is going on with your life right now? I mean, you're working, but you also have family and children and
Right. Well, I have one daughter, and she was with me all summer, and her boyfriend was here too, and they just went back to college. She goes to college in California, but everything's online. So somehow she managed to talk me into renting her an apartment on the beach in California. Well, she does an online class,
While she's online? Wow.
and she's doing
we got to get her to work for the
something
two
called
dicks.
White Claw.
We need
Yeah.
somebody like that can
I
turn
was
this
like,
thing around.
I don't know how that's working. Like the coronavirus has not really affected her drinking and partying and beach. It hasn't cramped her style at all.
I see.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. These young people are, they don't care. They're out there with their.
Well, the only thing
no
she was
social
annoyed
distance.
about was having to go to class, and now that annoyance has been removed from the equation.
And the boyfriend stayed at your place the whole time?
Yeah,
Oh.
he's very nice. I like him very much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
He
if
did
you
borrow my
didn't.
car, and I went to go to work, and the next day it had a flat, so that was irritating.
What
And
the
then
hell,
I found
man?
myself shaking my fist, kids today,
Yeah.
but it's not good. But I did want to talk about the live show thing because I actually feel kind of guilty. I was supposed to do a Beef O'Brady's in the middle of nowhere.
Quit bragging.
No, well, it was supposed to be one show for like a nickel, and I love to always work, and I'll take these little gigs. You got to keep practicing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. So when I took the gig, it turned into 3 shows with like 20 people in each audience,
Right.
and Florida's not doing great. And I felt like if people are coming out to see me and somebody gets sick from me doing a live show, I started being really, really concerned about it. And I said, I don't think we should do the show. Like, I don't think this is a good time to do shows right now.
Right.
And I said, and the guy was like, yeah, I totally understand. And then they did the show anyway. They just got somebody else.
I
like,
totally
"All right,
understand.
We don't
I
care
totally
about
understand,
that.
but I need to make $9.
You're a fan. But I was like, I just don't I don't see how that would have possibly been a good show. It was a 1 p.m., a 4 p.m., and like a 6 p.m.
I remember seeing the flyer for that, and it's not going to be. Of course, it's not going to be good. Let's be honest.
Right,
No,
and
it's
then
not going to be good.
People think I'm terrible and stand-up comedy is terrible, and
Right.
I don't want people to think that.
So that's our side of it, the performer side of it. Now, what about the business side? I'm not taking their side. I just want to point it out. If he's receiving, or the person that owns the club is receiving a certain amount of money to pay employees, they have to open up and use that money. Otherwise, they have to pay it back to the government. So they have an incentive to stay open.
Right.
But again, we're out there on the front lines and wondering if everybody's going to be healthy. So it's a battle. So I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. Beef like that kind of show. I don't think so. I mean, I've done 2 clubs, but they've been run well with the social distancing thing. I don't know. 3 shows in a Beef O'Brady's restaurant. I think you made the right call.
I've never
Ellen.
been to a Beef O'Brady's restaurant. Am I missing?
Well, I
missing
don't.
anything?
I mean,
It's quite something, Al.
It
Really.
felt like I wouldn't do it. I just really feel like doing a live show right now. I just feel like I don't want to kill anyone.
Oh, I do. I don't mind.
You don't mind?
No, I don't mind. I don't want to. No, I don't care. If you want to come to a comedy club, and that's your choice. Like
Right.
Visani's, some audience members had masks on, which not good for me. But they wore masks, and but it doesn't make snappers. The wait staff had masks. The people didn't, but they were so far apart from everyone.
Yeah, but how good of a show is that with all those?
It's hard. It's hard. I mean, it's like it's real work. You're not going to kill like a normal show or.
Yeah.
And I see the lineup of people coming, and I'm thinking, I mean, no offense to these guys, but how bad are these shows going to be? Because they're not strong acts to begin with.
I agree.
And then to work a room that's socially distanced, that is really hard.
But they have to try.
Side
They
Splitters
have to try.
It's getting like really good acts going to Side Splitters. I don't know how they're paying those people.
Yeah.
Again, is it government money? Is it loans? Is it?
I don't know.
Everybody's required to try to stay open if they get this money.
It could be, yeah. They're not paying like guys. They have a good lineup at Side Splitters. They're not doing. What I heard was they're not doing, and I could be wrong. I just heard this from one comic. They're not doing door deals. They're just doing a guarantee. So it's like if you normally came in and with your door deal could make $8,000 or $10,000.
Right.
Now, what they're saying now is here's $4,000.
Here's $40. Thank you.
Here's $40.
$40.
That's like Beef O'Brady's money.
So is that gig available, Helen? Is that what you're saying?
I got a bone to pick with this Beef O'Brady. I'll tell you right now.
I almost called you to do a gig with me. I'm supposed to do this restaurant outside, and I just thought, oh God, I'm not gonna make you do this.
I would have.
It's one of these other things where it's like it's an outdoor show, and I don't like doing I don't like being outdoors. I'm not an outdoor cat. Like I don't like even.
Yeah. I haven't done an outdoor show yet. I wouldn't, but if you asked me to do it with you, I would have done it because why not? It would be fun. But otherwise, no, I'm not doing them.
I actually feel like it's probably going to be canceled also. But what I'm excited about is the guy who's the promoter made the masks and put my name on them, like the
cool.
website.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm excited to get that.
You just want the swag. I don't care what you do.
I like free items.
Yeah, we don't care what. I
don't care what.
I want free shit.
That's right.
When is that gig? When does that come up?
August 26th. So I guess that's in a week or something. I don't know when. It's coming up.
Well, today's August. Well, we don't know when this is going to air. So yeah, it's about a week. Yep.
Yeah.
What's
some of the cruise ships? You said that they're not at all doing anything.
They keep trying.
Today it came out. They pushed back till the end of November. But you can see every month it's becoming the same.
We usually get an email a few times a week canceling stuff that we had on the books. But one of the first cruises out of, was it Norway? I think it was, first cruise out of Norway. It was all locals. And small ship, whatever, 500 passenger, and normally can take 1,000. So they were trying to keep the spacing. And 2 crew members came down with coronavirus.
Yeah. But I mean, it's going to happen. I mean, even if you're, say we have a cruise with 3,000 people and they're going to test them. If we get tested, well, that 3,000, there's going to be 1 or 2, 3, 10. They're going to get it. They're going to have it.
So how do they have it?
You know?
But how do they get tested positive if they've already tested, they've been quarantined the 14 days, and they go to a country that has no more cases or no new cases, and 2 crew members get it? Well, how does that happen?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Okay.
Wouldn't know
Just
that.
checking.
Yeah. Just unemployed.
They have like shore leave. They stop at a port and they go pick up their sunscreen or whatever.
They were supposed to just, I don't know. I thought the crew was supposed to be sequestered to avoid.
Yeah, most of these cruises, as of now, there wouldn't be any ports. It would just be a cruise. You're not going to get off in a port.
Sail. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no ports. Even when Royal and Carnival come back, there won't be any ports for.
Well,
for
let me ask
Al
Ducharme, how are you doing coming up with a vaccine? Are you is it almost ready?
I've been testing. So far, I've been testing on myself, and I usually give myself a little prick. And so far, testing is going well. And I hope to have some. I'm growing things in jars and dishes, so I hope to have some results.
The country is watching. So
I know they are watching because I do it all live stream on another channel. Hey, are you gonna? If the vaccine comes out, would you wait for a second, third round, or would you go right in?
Right in.
Both of you.
Right in.
I'm going right in.
You're going right in.
Going right in.
I have to work. I have to work again. I have no money. I got a gig in October. This isn't cutting it. So I'll take the vaccine tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
And then what do we do? We have a certificate saying I've been vaccinated, and something you can make on your laser printer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I can work.
I don't know. Hey, Helen.
I guess I would do it.
Yeah.
You got to do it. Why? What are you going to do? You're going to.
I would wait for you and Helen to do it, and then I'd watch you. I'd check in. Hey, how's it going?
You're going to wrap yourself in that.
Why are you
wrap yourself in that AIDS quilt? He just wants to be wrapped up in his AIDS quilt. See the AIDS quilt behind him?
I have fans. I get things sent to me. This is from F's for Family. I don't know if you know Helen, but I do.
That's not your fan.
I do know that.
It's from Netflix. The fan. It's the show you work on.
Are you doing more episodes of that? You could do that in a sound booth, right, with your headphones on.
Yeah.
We're waiting to hear about season 5, and usually we start recording at the end of August. But who knows what's going on?
Right.
But yes, but it takes so long. Animation, it's like a full year from writing to table reads to recording to animation. And then going back.
It should come back. I mean, it's a good show. Very funny.
Yeah, it's a very funny.
I agree, but there's no guarantees in this business. But fingers are crossed. We'd like to hear. Netflix keeps their cards close. I don't know. So.
Yeah. Hey, Helen, we had a question for you. It appeared on our Instagram page. Our Instagram page is 2dicks2, the number 2, and it's from Black Minx. Any idea who that is?
Yes.
Black Minx.
I think it's my one fan.
It's your fan and our fan. We've glommed onto your fan.
Yes.
We've taken him too.
You're welcome.
Thank you. He writes. Well, he's a Patreon member, so we.
Daryl's the man. He's.
We appreciate him.
He's a fan and the man.
A lot of people say they're fans. A lot of people tell us how good everything they like it, but get them to join the Patreon. A little different, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So, yeah. So anyway, Daryl is a Patreon member, and he wants to know, how did your obsession with Tassels get started? He says she'll know what I mean.
I do know what he means.
Well,
secret.
He's talking about these tasseled necklaces. I think I sold them at HSN, or my stylist at HSN put one around my neck, and I just bought them in like every color. It was just something that I wore. I mean, they're very like easy. Like if you don't know what to wear, you can always like put a necklace with a tassel on, and it just looks great with everything. Now, as a comedian, I tend not to wear, like, I love jewelry. You could say I love jewelry, but when I do stand up, I tend not to wear any jewelry because it's all distracting. People are so easily distracted, and it's gotten worse and worse and worse. Have you guys noticed that?
No. Was that a fly?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, when the phone is the whole thing. I mean, people can't.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. They just can't follow anything. And
when they illuminate their entire face.
Fun of them,
illuminate.
But then I watch a movie at home, and I'm looking at my phone, and then I look up, and I don't know what happened in the movie. Like I'm as guilty as anything. I'm like, who's that guy in the movie? I don't know what. I have to rewind it because I was glancing down to see some fucking tweet.
You got to put that phone away if you're watching a film.
Don't tell me what to do.
There you go again. That married bickering.
So
we're moving in together.
Okay, well, so
Al and I are moving in together.
Yeah, I want more questions to Al Romas. I want to know what do you do all day? Like what's the typical day look like for you? I'm worried about you. I already mentioned food.
Don't worry about me, Helen. Don't worry about Al Ducharme. Worry about Al Romas. Al Ducharme is just here editing all of Al Romas' stuff while he sits at home trying to cut bubble wrap.
I know your wife is going to take care of you. I know.
I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. I go out on the, I go out every now and then, and
golf course.
I do this thing twice a week.
Yeah.
Racquetball. You play the racquetball.
I play racquetball. I have cigar herfs. I do 2 cigar herfs a week.
I don't know what that means.
Zoom meetings with comedians who smoke cigars.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
we have 6, usually about 5 or 6 guys on the old herf. We'll do an
once
hour,
in a while, a woman
hours.
will join in, so it's not just men.
No,
so
no women. Women are not allowed in. No, women are not allowed in.
Okay.
No.
I'm sorry, lesbians. Lesbians are, but straight women, no.
I think he means every now and then we let Al in for a visit. Every now and then. But generally, a couple comedians, Gary Cowett. You know Gary? Gary Cowett? Oh, Mark Matusoff?
No. I don't know anybody anymore. I'm sure they're very famous.
I have no idea who these guys
working comics, working comedians, and but it's good because we just bitch about unemployment and and all the other things of never working again, and who saw this coming.
But are you thinking like I'm going to write that screenplay that I've always been thinking about?
No, pretty much no. Although I wrote another I wrote another 2 Dicks episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Am I in that one?
Well, it's socially distanced, so it's just Al and I.
Can we add?
Okay.
Why is it we haven't added anybody yet to these long distance?
How are we going to do that?
It's either telephone or we could try to fake it.
Yeah, but she'd have to have lighting, and she'd have to,
You're talking.
set up.
Helen is a pro.
I understand. I don't know if she's prepared to. I mean, it's
to prove it.
It's an exhaustive, to set up the whole thing and do it, and it's not the same as showing up with us already there. You know what I mean? Look, I sent Al my part of the last episode a month and a half ago. Still haven't seen it yet, so you know what I mean. And he's part of this.
It needed a lot of work in post.
Well, I wouldn't doubt.
No, but you look good. Trust me, you look good. prior to the
Are
special
you learning
effects.
how to speak French? Are you guys like learning how to cook? I mean, what do you do?
What? No. What are you? Who's doing? Why would it be doing any of that?
Well,
No.
I've always been I'm a cook. I cook all the time. I cook most of our
You
meals
really?
here. Yeah. It's therapeutic for me. I love it. My family had a restaurant. I love getting in the kitchen and whipping up.
I didn't know that.
I'm a blue plate.
I didn't know
I'm
that
a blue
either.
plate special leftover guy. I can take crap, or not crap. I can take leftover foods, mix them together, and make. My record is it comes out pretty well for the most part. But Bernadette's my biggest fan as far as that goes. So yeah.
I would imagine your husband is quite happy with your prowess. Okay.
Me?
We're moving in together. Did I tell you,
No.
Helen, that
Anyway.
we're moving in together? Al and I are moving in together. We're moving in
Yeah,
together.
I'm very because now he knows you can cook. That was the final piece in the puzzle.
That's true. I never knew that, actually. I've known him a while. I've never known he can cook.
I
Helen,
didn't
do you
know
have
your family had a restaurant. I didn't
do
know
you
that.
have do you have any gigs at all?
Yeah, we
lined
can
up
plug right now.
and do you have
Yeah,
anything?
I have the Chill Restaurant on the 26th. It's a private gig. I'm supposed to do a week at McCurdy's starting on the 26th of August, the same that same week, but it was canceled because of the global pandemic. I have a lot of gigs that were canceled. Can I plug those?
How do we?
Let's all three of us. Let's plug all our canceled gigs.
I think
Let's just-
we should plug the idea that somebody would have hired us at some point. I feel like that's like all you can
Yeah.
say these days.
How would we see your virtual McCurdy's comedy? Would that be on their website?
we'll put it up right here.
Supposedly, it's going to be on their McCurdy's website and probably McCurdy's Facebook page.
Okay.
I want to see you doing stand up with Les McCurdy in the back hitting laughter sounds. That sounds.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, I would be too. That sounds.
I probably look horrible.
Well, I don't know about. I think you look fine. I'm just saying it's going to be. To hear those laughter sounds from a Casio is going to be, troubling. But we'll see.
It'll be disturbing.
Is it working?
Did Les host the
Is it-
show?
No, he just sat
Oh.
in the back and he
Oh.
didn't stand up. So
Wow.
Al Ernst did it, and
Oh.
the other guy named Vinny was funny, and it was fun.
But what is the cost of something like? What do we pay for that? to see on the website?
$9.95, for which I get nothing.
$9.90.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Like I did want to talk to you about my manager, though. I know we're winding things down.
Yeah.
Al knows that I had a manager for 25 years, and we recently
25 years.
Parted ways.
we recently, like, my manager is so negative. I finally was like, I can't work with you anymore. You're so negative. So since in the last
Thank
2
you.
months, I've heard from him twice. Once he said, "How did your move go?" And I said, "Good." He goes, "I have a friend who moved and then got COVID." That was one text.
Oh.
Like, just always
Wow.
negative, always anything.
Womp, womp.
And then he was like, "How's everything?" I was like, "Good." He goes, "It was a hurricane here," and I mean, it was like people.
Jesus
Half
Christ.
empty.
I
kind of a guy.
literally like nothing. It's almost like everything is so negative. I just wish he would be. I feel bad for him now.
Well, I was very positive when you told me you dumped him. That was the most positive I've felt in a long time. That guy was like a tick on your ass for 20 plus years. Holy God. Did nothing. You got gigs and then sent him a commish.
Sounds like a
Oh, it was
manager to
terrible.
me.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
All the ones I've had.
yeah. I mean, look, now you can book yourself at a beef over 80s. You don't have to worry about this guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now the good stuff's pouring in. You should check out. I'm doing a gig in Vero Beach, Helen.
Yes.
I sent you that info. You would love that kind of a gig. It's a little theater, nice hotel. The whole thing's nice. The whole.
I would love to do it. When you go there,
Yeah.
tell him how funny your friend Helen is.
Well, just send. I sent you the booker. Send him an email and tell him I recommended you. And
Okay, I will.
yeah, you'd love the gig. Believe me.
Okay.
Take Eddie with you. It's a nice weekend,
There
actually.
you go.
If you feel like doing that kind of thing.
No, I definitely feel like doing that thing. He's actually out of town quarantining, but yeah.
He's quarantined
Oh.
out of town. Okay.
Well, he took his daughter to college, and she wasn't allowed to go until she quarantined for 2 weeks.
Ah.
So they're quarantining in Chicago.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I know.
That sounds like some phony baloney husband
Yeah.
excuse. I mean, honey, I got a quarantine in Chicago.
It's
All right, honey.
It is, and he is staying at like some place called the Bunny Hut or something. But
Oh.
anyway,
wah, 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 wah. All right.
I have terrible taste in husbands and managers.
But we love Eddie. We love you, Eddie.
It does sound like he's cheating.
All right.
This this box is off in the mail tomorrow.
Yes, we're gonna get that in the mail to
mug.
you.
And a coaster.
Thank you for coming on with our Patreon, and thank you
And the
for
coaster.
participating in the Two Dicks web series and everything you do, Helen. It's always a joy seeing your face and hearing your voice.
Aww.
And you bring eyes to things we do. Our numbers go, if we have 5,000, we get 9,000. If we have 4, we get 8. You double our numbers, so we appreciate
I sit
it.
at home and I watch it over and over and over again.
Well, that'll work. we don't ask how or why, so don't worry about it.
The secret to my success is out.
Perfect. We like it.
All right, y'all.
Thank you, Helen.
Thank you, Helen. Thanks for tuning in.
Having me.
Until next time.
Subscribe. Mary.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money.